Another peaceful afternoon without any... Huh? Demeter Lupin? Combat men? What are they doing out in the open? Surely they must be plotting their next attack. Another invasion? A new general?
So your job training schedule should have been sent to everyone's emails. You can just download and check on that if you forget.
Yeah, where do I find my downloads?
I'll help you with that in a moment.
2 questions. What are my benefits, and what is the PTO policy around here?
Medical and dental. PTO is unlimited.
Oh, 3. Is it possible for me to work from home?
You know those robots we usually have during invasions? Those are remote controlled. We do have a program for that. Okay, any more questions?
So, how do you with that helmet on, anyway?
Well, you see...
Greetings, world.
You!
I am Denia, your future ruler, coming to you live from our new secret base, for any heroes who dare to find me. Try thinking of the most cruel, vile place you can think of. With a hint as vague as that, there's no way. What? How?
Hey, you said for me to go to the most evil place I could think of. Whoa! Ooh, this one's surprisingly tough. Gonna pull out the big guns. Straight away, beam! Why isn't the... Huh? Oh, right, I forgot to pay the monthly sub. Alright, just let me enter my credit card. Hey, just give me a second, okay? Processing payment, and done. Okay, for real this time. Straight away, beam! Are you kidding me? I just paid! Did I miss something? Oh!
You fight well, Toraccel, but it looks like it wasn't enough. And now I will kill...
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
What?
Algorithm.
Oh, right. Let me try this again. And now I will This doesn't work.
It really doesn't.
Destroy works pretty well in this case, now that I think about it.
How about flatlined?
Ooh, that's a good one.
You like that one, huh? Where am I?
Welcome, Toraccel. I am Dreadweaver, and welcome to your nightmares. I'm here to show you your worst fears.
Huh? Oh, an old video game? Sonic 2? I mean, I get that old media has been the base for a lot of horror lately, but I wouldn't exactly call that scary. And don't go thinking that .exe crap scares me either! Anyways, as I was saying... Huh? No, you wouldn't dare. No, please, don't do it. No! Take it away. I hate holiday traffic. If only I could just make this car get up and go around all of the... Oh, right, I can do that, can't I? Excuse me, just slipping by. Oh, that's a lot of presents. I'll be home for Christmas and no... Oh! What the... Oh, come on! Darksided wants to know what my favorite VRChat world is. Since today is its 1-year anniversary, I wanted to take a bit of time out to talk about Pokebeeland, not only my favorite VRChat world, but also my favorite VTuber project. Headed by Pumpago and Peanutscoon, two of VTubing's OGs, this place is a fully featured theme park built from the ground up with original assets and music, celebrating their legacy along with the friends and fans that helped them come this far. With fully functioning attractions such as a Ferris wheel, music video, and roller coaster hybrid, a haunted hospital that I was too much of a coward to get footage of for this video, and so much more, it's all the fun of a real theme park, with none of the crowds or confusing ticket pricing, that I believe is designed well enough for just about anyone to enjoy, even if they know nothing about the duo or even a lick of Japanese. With occasional updates and special events, I always find myself coming back to Pokebeeland, especially with friends. It's always a good time, and a fun reminder that any creative endeavor is a journey you and those around you take together. So a good while ago, I talked about Pokebeeland, the VR theme park that I said was my favorite VTuber project. And if you ever wondered what my second favorite was, Well, here it is. In terms of VTubers, Playbone is definitely one of a kind. A quirky, card game-loving voxel skeleton who seems to have a head fit for every occasion. And this is an archive of them all. Playbone's Head Museum showcases over 500 different heads. And counting. From animals, vegetables, minerals, games, movies, and more, there's definitely a lot to see. And with each one bearing his face, the guy definitely knows the importance of keeping a brand. There's even a good set of heads created by talented members of his community as well. Playbone's Head Museum may not be the most grand or technically impressive VRChat world out there, but it's a nice little showcase of one's creativity, and is really fun to walk through with friends. I guarantee you that every time you visit, you'll probably notice something you didn't before. Whatever's in that warehouse, it's gotta be really important if there's all these robots running around. Gotta blend in. There's gotta be some scrap or something around here that'll... Oh? Looks like nobody saw that. Now how do I get past the other robots without seeming suspicious? Somehow I feel like I shouldn't be surprised that parroting an AI-generated response to a couple of robots easily convinces them you're on their side. Ugh. Now, let's see what they got in. Whoa. Virtual Steel Museum 5 opens today. The perfect place for robot and mecha fans, or those who just like sporting something a little out of the ordinary. From the mighty to the sinister, the cool to the silly, there's something for everyone here in the showcase of works from some of the most skilled avatar creators around. Lately in VRChat, I've been super into Jet Ski Rush, the racing-focused spin-off to Jet Ski Island. It's a great time, with multiple tracks and fun kart racing-inspired gameplay. And this high-speed hero's got some tips to keep you ahead of the pack. Since you can aim projectile items anywhere using your hand in VR, this also means you can throw items behind you. It's a bit risky since you also have to look behind you if you want to aim, but it is key to defending your spot in higher positions. Despite this game having you drive a jet ski, you can still drift and even get mini turbos by doing them. When drifting, you'll hear up to 3 jingles letting you know how much your mini turbo is charged, with the third and final jingle letting you know it's fully charged, which will let you get a big burst of speed. Speaking of speed, keep an eye out for the wakes. Like actual water, the water in Jet Ski Rush shifts and flows, creating wakes you can jump off just like the ramps around the tracks. Getting almost any amount of airtime rewards you with a tiny burst of speed and fills your boost meter. Even the smallest amount of boost can be the difference between a comeback or finding yourself falling behind. This is Kawauchi, an original tabletop game that you can play for free in VRChat. In this game, you and your friends are travelers who have decided to live on an island and are now racing to build a house with the help of the island's adorable inhabitants, including some cameos from iconic VRChat avatars. The game begins with each player recruiting a random character and laying out more characters that can be recruited as the game goes on. On your turn, each character you have can do one of several things, such as collecting food that matches their colored emblem, or exploring the island to find special events that can even earn them items you can use to your advantage. Using the food you've collected, you can use a character's special skill, send them to work to build more of your house, or recruit other characters for your team. Whoever has a total of 8 room and/or character cards first will finish building their house and be the winner. With its simple gameplay, adorable art, and even an island you can explore, Kawauchi is perfect for your next online hangout. This strategy game where you lead an army of mechs into battle is Exploit. You can play it now in VRChat or in real life. To begin, you and your opponent take your team of mechs, each with labels showing the different ways they can move across the board and putting them in different roles, each having varying tiers of power. To win, one of you has to destroy the opposing commander or get your own to the other side. But there's one problem. Neither of you know who is in what role on the other team, adding a deduction element to the game. Maybe that mech your opponent is protecting isn't actually the commander, or that opposing mech that looks like an easy fight is really tougher than your own. One of them could even be a bomber, potentially taking your strongest pilot down with it if you're not careful. Exploit is an easy to play game that's extremely unique. As said by my friend Bombard,
it's like chess, but Among Us.
am I a Kamen Rider, a Power Ranger, a Sentai member? These are all questions that I get stopped and asked regularly for pretty obvious reasons. While I appreciate the comparisons, I personally take them as a compliment, as it does mean that I'm doing something right with this whole motif that I got going. But when it comes to how I refer to myself, I like to use the term virtual hero. Let me explain. When it comes to all my inspirations, tokusatsu, cars, or otherwise, one of my biggest inspirations is the local hero scene. Local heroes are a somewhat overlooked part of the history of tokusatsu heroes, consisting of characters created by small groups or businesses, usually to represent their local areas and their culture by performing in local events and engaging with the community, sort of like a mascot. In recent years, stuff like web series, independent films, and content creators such as myself have begun to use the local hero motif as well, with those characters often also appearing in events of others. As for the virtual part, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? But I'm not the only one out there. There's plenty of virtual heroes out there, such as Toshiator, who makes appearances in both real life and in VR, and Virtual Sentai Virtua Man, who you may have seen in VRChat without ever realizing it. Speaking of VRChat, there's even whole communities based around virtual heroes, such as the Black Box over in Japan, who even do whole live shows in VR. So recently, I talked about being a virtual hero and a local hero scene, and a lot of you really liked it and wanted to know more. So it's only natural that we also start—
Villains!
Oh. Hi, Demeter Lupin. But they are right. After all, those heroes need somebody to match wits against. Many local heroes, especially ones who do shows, have villain characters who appear alongside them. A personal favorite of mine being Daru Riser's enemies, Dice, a group of mysterious men based on, well, a six-sided dice.
Some villain characters are entirely solo or in groups of their own, all for the love of the game. Some of the most popular villains you can find in the local hero scene include names like Shura Omaru, an evil ninja.
And then there's the infamous Yabai Common, causing havoc since 2016. Yabai Common's actually so popular that he has his own comic, is the main villain of the TV series Dogengers, and even has a cameo in the anime Misc from the Monster Development Department.
Meanwhile, on the virtual side, you got the Villain Society Vario, a group of villains with over 70 members, doing a variety of projects including shows, events, and even a whole theme park style ride you can check out in VRChat.
You know, despite these guys being villains, they're certainly a lot nicer than a lot of the people I've met on VRChat.
Time to get this time more hammer to the bone nails. Toraccel!
Virtual spaces already have enough of a drinking problem. The last thing we need is you adding to it.
Wait. What do you mean by that?
While using VR for social drinking does seem like it can have its advantages, such as being able to spend time with your faraway friends from the comfort of your own home and not having to go to pricey bars, there are big dangers to it that many people don't realize until it's already too late for them. According to a study by members of the Association for Computing Machinery, founded in 1947, research findings and user testimonies concluded that design aspects of VR headsets used to reduce motion sickness also nullify the physical effects of being drunk. This, combined with a more limited field of view and the occasional bit of peer pressure, causes many people to unknowingly drink much more than they can handle, almost completely unable to notice the effects until they take the headset off.
There's also other dangers this type of unintentional, excessive drinking in VR can cause both online and off, such as becoming more reliant on alcohol to stay active in social situations, which can lead to alcoholism, or the risk of injuring yourself, damaging your belongings, or hurting others trying to get your attention, all while drunk due to not being able to see your surroundings because, well, you're wearing a headset.
That's right, so know your limits. Avoid drinking in VR if you notice habits forming, and if you're someone who doesn't drink, might want to keep your friends who do in check. So I'll be asking 3 questions. These questions will be either related to VRChat or VKet. You only need to answer 2 of them in order to win the booth model.
Okay.
Sounds hard.
What year was the Community Labs introduced?
2018?
Very close, 2019. It was revealed via a blog post. Audience Anarchy, Murder 4, and Kitchen Cooks. Who made all 3 of these worlds?
Can I look at it now?
No, that's cheating. No. Komorisaki Village, Fallen Eden Alt, and the Altar Vista. Which of these are a returning theme from a previous VKet?
The second one.
Fallen Eden?
Yes, that one.
That is correct. Fallen Eden is a world from last year's VKet.
Oh my god!
Alright, and so your prize is Norm, this funny little robot fella right here. They're available now on booth via WWR. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. These questions will be related either to VRChat or VKet. If you answer at least 2 of them correctly, you get a booth model prize. All right. VRChat originally released on its own in January 2014. What year did it release on Steam?
2017.
That is correct, 2017. Name one of the cities represented in this year's Parareal VKet Worlds.
Knowledge? Tokyo City or Shibuya, maybe? Los Angeles? That's a big city.
I don't know why this is stuck in my head, but Seattle.
The lowest VRChat rank is for Visitor, for people who just started the game, but there is a rank lower than this. What is it?
Rank lower than Visitor?
Yes.
Nuisance?
That's correct. Nuisance is correct.
Oh, yeah!
2 out of 3 ain't bad. If anything, you do get the prize for that. Sure, do you mind showing them what they won? You win this model.
Only 2 for free? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
This little goober is Mami Hinata, one of the most popular avatar bases in the social VR space, especially amongst Japanese users, to the point where they even have an Android now. And recently, artist Mochiyama Kinyo has decided to pay Mami Hinata's popularity forward with a unique project. I'm here at the virtual market, checking out the big colorful booth for Mame Friends, a line of 8 avatars released over 2024. Each has been made by a different artist, but they all share the same body model as Mami Hinata. So what does this mean? Not only can artists who make items for avatars now create outfits and gimmicks that can be used across all 8 avatars with little effort needed to make work between them, but almost every item that has been made from Mami Hinata since their release in 2022, which is a lot, now gets some new life, since people who may not be big fans of Mami Hinata now have a lot more options with the line of avatars and their varying styles. The Mame Friends project puts a spotlight on a series of smaller artists, makes things more convenient for others, and gets some traffic going for the ones who may have gotten left behind. Mochiyama's put together something great here with a project where everyone benefits. It's easily one of my favorite VR community projects this year.
I am Dreadweaver.
Oh my god. Oh, the fucking jerk off potion. That was so much funnier than I thought it would be.
Wait, how do I want to make sure that my mouth is open.
Use the tools and then use the face mirror. A Fortnite dance. An orange justice up there. Yeah.
So, how do you eat with that helmet on anyway?
Well, fries.
Don't worry about that. Eat these fries.